Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Sunday morning, a new year. But we don't forget the problems of the old year. Last year, we fought very hard to save the lives for humanity of 400 ostriches in British Columbia, Canada. We lost. And with us today is Katie Pasitney, the owner, one of the owners of the farm, and to give us an update what the heck is going up in Canada. And I still cry when I think about it, because we were in the right, and all we wanted to do, we had Secretary Kennedy on our side, we had Dr. Oz on our side. President Trump knew about it. Well, Katie Pasitney, British Columbia. What the heck is going on in Canada? And I'm still crying for those ostriches because they didn't deserve to die.
No, we are too, John. Thanks for having me on today. This is a global problem, and Canada is on its way to become an extremely communist country. We are 63 days since that horrific night where there was almost 1,000 gunshots that took the life of our ostriches, and they watched each other die in panic and fear for hours. Canada allowed this when we were offered the opportunity by the United States, not once, but twice, of collaboration. And what our country decided to do was suppress our science on a global scale that would have helped mitigate the risk of a viral threat, and putting trade ultimately at risk after two offers, again, of collaboration. That's really the national security risk here is what they did and what they chose. At the end of the day, Canada and all over the world, we have to start to ask ourselves, who is protecting the people who feed us? Even though our ostriches were not food, they had scientific opportunity that would help mitigate viral threats and disease in the future. So we're really putting ourselves out there with new framework. This is the year of accountability for us, John. We want to see the Canadian Food Inspection Agency held accountable for their actions. Our farm is a disaster. We have $100,000 worth of straw bales they purchased to build that pen to murder these animals. And they've left those bales blown up all over our field with blood and shell casings all over our hayfield, and they walked away from it. They completely destroyed our farm, our livelihoods, our future, and they took those lives of those animals. So I think, division thrives on fear, John. Unity thrives on truth and accountability. And that's what I want to see happen this year, is that we pull together. We know that they stole our science. They held that away from the world to use as an opportunity. Canada stole our science, and we're sure that they stole some of our ostriches. And that's something we want to find out this year. Where are our ostriches that they stole? Are they in Ontario? Are they in Quebec? Are they in Saskatchewan? But we need to get to the bottom of this, because this is a global issue.
You can offer $25,000 reward on my behalf and on WABC, and this is for the record. But let this be the record. $25,000 reward, that if they're hiding ostriches that are still alive, then we will pay.
Well, I thank you for that. You've always been one of the biggest advocates on this journey, and I know that you share in those emotions with me, because you're right, these animals didn't deserve to die. But one really exciting thing is we're working on a legacy project, and we have antibodies from our ostriches that we are looking at purifying and still showing the world what Canada destroyed, because these antibodies can go on to still protect humans, protect our children and our grandchildren for the future. So that's going to be our next project as well.
Katie, for all our listeners to understand, these ostriches, Secretary Kennedy went on the record, along with Dr. Oz, they offered the FDA to inspect the ostriches and determine independently any antibodies they had for humanity. And the bureaucracy at the CFIA ignored them. I mean, and they sort of ignored probably President Trump too, because he always supports Secretary Kennedy, and it is just, and the way they killed them was just to go there in the middle of the night and just shoot them, and some of them were shot and dead, and some of them were shot hurt, and all they did was suffer all night long.
All night watching their family die slowly when we taught them to trust humans, and those were the very people that killed them and took their lives when they were in panic, tripping over each other, dying slowly. This was not just crimes against humanity, but there was terrorism. This is an act of terrorism on a family in Canada. And
somebody has to be held accountable.
Yeah. Yes. World.
You know, I don't know. I appealed to the Prime Minister's office, Carney. I don't know the man. And I know our ambassador from the United States appealed to him. And he just, I guess he couldn't do it or didn't want to do it. I don't know the man, so I'm not going to comment on it.
Well, instead he chose to bring it up at one of his galas or something, and they all laughed because he made a joke about. He didn't know that he'd have to deal with ostriches this year. And that was sickening, especially with the FDA and the NIH's offer of collaboration to find out what is in these eggs and how important they are to humanity. So we're going to still go down that journey because we have something to still bring to the world, and that is still use these antibodies. And we're looking, if anybody's interested, to work along with us. They're proven. They're in the eggs. We have Pseudomonas antibodies, SARS-2 antibodies, and H5N1 antibodies in our egg yolks. So we're going to proceed with Ostrich Legacy Project to show the world what Canada destroyed, but we're going to bring that opportunity to the world that Carney decided to suppress.
Katie Pasitney, please keep come on or more often than not. Keep the people of the United States and Canada informed, and we'll catch up with you again real soon.
John, thank you, and all of you. Everybody across America, you guys have been one of the biggest cheerleaders, and we want to thank you from all of our family and the legacy of our animals.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.